Well, good morning, everybody. Good evening, wherever you are. Big shout out to you all for being here. And give yourself a round of applause if you're up this early. We're starting a little bit, well, we're starting earlier because I do have to go get my hair cut today. But as you can see right here, we've got Final Fantasy 16. I was about to say 7. My goodness gracious. And it came with a little swag thing. I have no idea what this is, but I mean, it's just what is this? I mean, I even asked the guy there. Oh, it just came with the game. So, as you can see, we got it. We rocking with it. You know, got the little light show going for you. It's daylight here. It's about 9 o'clock, give or take, a little after 9 o'clock. So, so give yourself a round of applause if you don't mind. Also, take a look at the poll we have up, which is, are you enjoying Final Fantasy 16? I'm not. I haven't played it yet. You can clearly see it's in the wrapper here. So so yeah. Let me put the camera a little more like that. There we go. So how was the rest of your week? How did your week go? We got a few things to talk about. We're celebrating. That's why I'm drinking my Coca-Cola early this morning. Usually don't, but yeah, you know, Microsoft admitted under oath that they have lost the console war. So the question is, now that they have admitted they lost the console war, will they go ahead and you know, will the ponies finally let it go? Will the ponies let it go? That's my question to you all today. Is will the ponies let it go now that the console war is over? And I don't know what do you all think about it, but yeah, we're gonna definitely talk about that today. That's the big story of the day. We'll touch on the F.T.C. versus Microsoft thing, and also Game Pass going up. I mean, which was, again, we told you so over here in this dojo. We told you that Game Pass would be increasing, and it will be increasing. It's gonna start slow, but then you have to remember Chocolate Thunder got double life. All right, he got double life, and that means the price will be going up. I know it was no audio this time. Yeah, I didn't play audio this time. I'm trying not to get a strike on it. I thought I had audio ready for you guys, though. Should have played. Let's see here. I wonder why I didn't play. That is odd. I got media source turned on. That is odd. Let's see here. No, it should have been on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. All right. Let me try this. Hold on. All right. Go here. Let's go here. Back here.
God.
And hold on, let me try something here, because I did update this yesterday, so it may not have done something right. All right, hold on. Let me turn off my mic.
I ain't never getting out, man. I'm about to go up. How y'all, man? He said, man, you know, you just what the fuck does that mean, man? Work, man. Wash my hands. I'm like, wash my hands. I'm like, man, what the fuck does that mean, man? He said, man, you know, you just a pretty, how y'all, man? You're the closest thing to a woman I'm ever gonna see, man, because I got double life. I'm like, man, you tripping, man. I ain't gay, homie. He said, man, check this out, man. I'm about to go up in your butthole, homie, because you got it all ready. I'm like, nah, dude, I had to take your shit. I ain't getting shit ready, homie. I ain't no homosexual, man. He said, man, you don't understand, man. I ain't never getting out, man. You a pretty motherfucker. I'm going up in your butthole. I'm like, man, check this out, homie.
All right, well, hopefully you heard that. So I think I had the wrong source on, so I do apologize. So we'll definitely hear from OG Silverback during the podcast. Shout out to OG. I have actually, I think he's living in the Philippines, so I'm gonna try to email him later on and maybe try to get him on the show. And that, you know, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get him on there. So, now, I mean, you can hear me, but could you actually hear OG Silverback talking about how Chocolate Thunder got double life? I mean, so, but the question I got is the console war is over. Yeah, and you had these jabronis yesterday. That's why we had to play OG Silverback, because, you know, these guys said they didn't care about the deal and they didn't care what was going on and they weren't going to play Call of Duty anymore, which is fine. But then I got emails yesterday and I was at work and there were people watching it. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? So we, you know, so they got it all ready for us. You know, they bent themselves over and, you know, they grabbed the handlebars and they bent themselves over. So, so it is what it is. So you can hear me, but not my alter ego. Okay. So, okay. Well, you should have heard that because I had it on speakers. I had the speakers on. So, so hopefully you all heard him that time. So here, let me do that. So if not, I got to work on it. Okay. So somebody said they didn't care about the console wars. They just care about the misinformation. Well, again, that's all been exposed. Okay. You know, that's why I asked an open question. Did Microsoft lie about the capabilities of the Series X? And I think maybe lie is too strong a word. I have kind of moved off of they lied to say that there was some misinformation out there. And I think the fanboys ran with the misinformation. They ran with the misinformation. So, but, you know, we're celebrating. I mean, I'm celebrating. The console war over. Even Microsoft said they lost, it's done, it's good. Okay, fine, let's move on. We have a major game release in Final Fantasy XVI. I had people telling me they think it's the game of the year. That's fine. That's a subjective opinion. I will speak very quickly on the F.T.C. against Microsoft. We'll start with that. And what has come out has shocked me after listening to them. How the F.T.C., they really beat Sarah Bond up, I guess, on Thursday. Like, they beat her up. I don't know if you watch Court TV, or or you follow law, and I'm not a lawyer, okay? Let me make that clear. But I understand that I went back and I listened to the way they got to Sarah Bond, and Sarah Bond was getting upset. She was getting frustrated. I think for me, and I want to say this right now, one, this is an injunction hearing, okay? The government of the United States has got to show during this injunction how this would affect other groups going down the line. Now, the closing arguments are set for the 29th. It's set for the 29th. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But the FTC is winning right now. Again, they're the government. People need to understand the FTC is the United States. So, and they have presented a very strong case based on what would be called a pattern of deceptive things that Microsoft has done. To me, the fact that Starfield was coming, and they had to admit it under oath, that the Starfield was coming to PlayStation, but PlayStation was going to make it a console exclusive. So they bought the damn company to prevent them from doing that, which jives with the early information that Sony had already had a deal in place to get that game to come to their PlayStation. So, and that to me was damaging, because Microsoft has been running around saying that's not true. But then you got these affidavits coming in. They're being confronted with their own emails. And again, I don't know the way the judges are going to go, but and everybody's waiting on this aha moment like you see on Law and Order. That's not going to happen. This is an injunction hearing. Remember, the government asked for this injunction hearing. They're getting the hearing that they want. Granted, it's in California, so they're showing all this stuff right in Microsoft's backyard. Of course, they're in Seattle, Washington, but they're in a district that should be more favorable to Microsoft, in my opinion. So, but that was extremely damaging, and it does bolster Sony's case, and you have other people saying we ain't gonna approve this. New Zealand, a couple other people popped up saying, yeah, we got problems here. So again, the threat is that, I mean, the fact that Microsoft is just, they're pissing on themselves. It's strategic to say that we lost the console war. That's because they're basically saying we need this. I mean, what difference does it make? The console war is over. Sony won. They said Sony was openly hostile to them. Of course they're hostile. You're a competitor to them. They're competing against you for the same group of people. Now, it just sounds like to me that they're crying, that Microsoft is crying. They won't let us operate. No, you're not going to operate, it's just like, no, we're not going to let you operate freely in a market that we dominate. Give you a little something, but you're not going to be the most dominant group. And then it also shows how desperate Microsoft is when you're buying. I mean, they're literally buying. They admitted under oath that they are buying publishers to, because they're afraid Sony will make the games exclusive. So I have to wait and see how the judges go on this injunction. I mean, they could lift the injunction and say, well, we'll allow this to proceed. The F.T.C. is still suing Microsoft to stop them. They're still suing them. It happened in the fall. So, but so again, what has the F.T.C. shown? They have shown Microsoft to be a company that cannot be trusted. So they're attacking the credibility. They're attacking credibility. If you go back and if you want to watch this is a civil case. If you want to watch a criminal case, if it's still up, is it Travis Randolph or Rudolph where that woman said this and she sent those guys over to kill him and all that kind of stuff, or to shoot his shit up? That's a quote. The defense attorney basically beat her up, and she lost all credibility. So by the time the man was cross-examining the guys, the woman, they had effectively just shut her down. So what with Matt Booty? Well, again, like I said, you need to understand what the FTC is trying to do, which they are trying to show a pattern and practice of Microsoft not being honest. They've done that. They have done that. They have also shown that multiple games that were slated to come to were slated to come to Sony were pulled from they pulled it. They pulled it from Sony on purpose, even though let me make this clear. Contracts have been signed. I mean, this is the biggest news that I thought. My understanding, again, I will stand corrected. Contracts have been signed and Microsoft canceled those contracts. So that's a big effing deal. So that's out in the open now. That's why I was like, holy crap, I can't believe Microsoft did this, So, but it's not the first time they did it. They did it to Apple with Bungie. Got to remember, Halo was going to come to Apple computers, but Bill Gates went in and bought the company and said, no, they're going to make it specifically for this box we call Xbox. So is what it is. Also, big shout out to Foxy Games UK, who sold his Xbox today. I guess he sold it. So he's done with Xbox. I mean, again, he sold everything. It had like a 2 terabyte something. It had like 80 to 100 games. And he sold it for 1,000 pounds or whatever it is over there, sterling or pounds. So today is Celebration Day. And, Microsoft has lost the console war. So I want you all's opinion on this. What do you think the ponies are going to do now? Are you playing Final Fantasy 16? And then, of course, we told you, myself, King Thrash, multiple other podcasters, said Game Pass was going to go up. They're like, we ain't going up here. It's only going up $1. It's going up $1 or $2 for now. But you got to remember, Chocolate Thunder got double life. And it's going to go up more because they need the money. So, you know, me personally, the fact that Sony was able, not Sony, the FTC was able to get this stuff out in the open, I was like, holy crap. So I was like, holy crap. So let's see. If the injunction is denied, this could set precedents for future acquisitions by bypassing regular. Well, again, you need to understand that just because it's an injunction now, there's nothing to deny. Everything's on hold until this is over with. So you have to remember the FTC, which is the government, got the injunction, got this exactly where they want it, and now they're putting their case out, and it is tremendous. But it's a government case. It's just like people were talking about, you know, Donald Trump getting arrested. I'm like, okay, these are federal charges. So, and he's got like 37, 38. Even if they only get 5 of them to stick, Trump is looking at 15 years in prison. So, because these are the feds, they have a 90+% conviction rate. So, you know, it's what it is. Got to understand that. So, it's easy saying you think the FTC argues strongly, but you barely know legalese. So, well, like I said, I mean, we don't know what the judges are going to do. We have to wait to see what these judges are going to do. So, is Judge Corley's son working for Microsoft? I have no idea. That's beyond me. Like I said, I don't get too deep into it because I'm just reporting what happened on Thursday and Friday. It is what it is. So, he says ponies think it's a done deal. That's what Microsoft was saying. I don't know. I don't know what the judges are going to decide. And I don't know how it's a done deal when there's still 3 more days of court cases. And then you have the closing, which I think is the 29th. So, again, we'll have to wait and see on that one. That's a hell of an assumption, though. So, that selling another Xbox is blowing leaves in the wind. Well, yes and no. I mean, it's he no longer is an Xbox owner. He's game on. I mean, like I said, the people that I know that have Xboxes besides myself, we're all getting rid of them. Like one guy took one back last weekend. I think GameStop gave me like $340 cash or something like that, or had to, you know, or he had to wait and come back until they got cash exchange. It was weird, but yeah, he took his $340 and he went, because you have to understand the hub that I live in, Best Buy and GameStop and Target are literally, you can walk to those places. You can just park in one place and then walk to those places in 15 minutes, if that. So what are outside lawyers saying about the case? I don't know. Like I said, I'm just reporting what I know. Whatever they report, they can report. Like I said, this to me is just not that big a deal. To me, if you don't like what Microsoft is doing, don't support them. I don't know what else to say, right? So I particularly looked at it. I do like Bethesda's games. So I'm like, I'll just keep playing. I like Skyrim. I like Oblivion. I like Fallout. Those are Bethesda games. Outer World. I like that, you know, so but I like Outer World. I like those type of games. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm going to like that. So I like space games. So the way some of the executives are not answering. Well, again, Jenna, that's cool. That's cool. Like I said, I didn't really watch. I was at work. And the only reason I was able to check in, there's 2 things on this. One, these are the same guys that said that they didn't care. But they're listening to the show, which are listening to what they were saying, the court case, which is boring as F, by the way, because I listened to it like, oh my God, this is ASMR, you know. But again, the fact that they got Microsoft to admit under oath that Starfield was going to be a PlayStation exclusive, which means they were in talks with Bethesda before Microsoft did what they did. So, you know, it is what it is. So it is what it is. So, you know, I don't know how it's going to go. I don't have a dog in the fight. Will I be selling my Xbox? Yeah, but I'm going to keep it through the summer. And as we get closer to football season and stuff like that, like I said, I will be today is what is today? The 24th? Oh my. So, all right, I'm keeping it for 5 more weeks. This time next month, I will be headed over to GameStop to get rid of my Xbox. So if I was a witness, if I were FTC's witness against MS, what would you say? It depends on what their strategy is what are they trying to do? See, that's an open-ended question. So you need to understand the government has to show that. That's why the government has to show that this is going to be harmful to everybody else, to other companies. So to me, what I got told from an attorney was that whatever Google says, I don't know what they testified to, and I think that's why they had to add another day. So let's just say the guy with Google testifies on Monday. Google is pissed off at Microsoft, so whatever, they kind of are the gorilla in the room. So we'll have to wait and see what Google says. So from it certainly Decimi, it looks like that based on testimony that there were several Bethesda games that were supposed to come to PlayStation on an exclusive deal, but Microsoft bought the company. I think even Yang Ye, he was even reporting this. I think I can pull this. Maybe I can pull the story up here. See here. Let me go back to that screen. Hit that like button, people. We up early in the morning. The reason I'm up is because I gotta go get my hair cut, because I'll be leaving like at 10:45, and I know you guys are gonna be listening to What's Up PlayStation. So shout out to What's Up PlayStation, and see what they think about everything. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, this is from The Verge. I'm just gonna put this up on the screen, and then we can kind of move off of it, because I'm not a lawyer, so I didn't really listen to a ton of it. So, but apparently Microsoft acquired Bethesda after hearing Starfield would be exclusive to PlayStation. So this is from The Verge. I think I left a link in the description so you all can go read this yourself. Other people have talked about it, and it is crazy. So speaking at the F.T.C. Microsoft hearing today, Phil Spencer revealed that Sony regularly pays competitors to skip our platform, and Microsoft felt it needed to own Bethesda to compete. Again, this right here, I don't recall Sony filing a complaint about Bethesda. I mean, maybe they did, right? But I don't recall that. So that Sony had a done deal for Deathloop and Ghostwire to pay Bethesda to not ship those games on Xbox. This is what again, let me make this clear. Microsoft did this with BioWare, with Mass Effect and Knights of the Old Republic and Jade Empire. I mean, Mass Effect was never going to, again, Mass Effect 1 is published by Microsoft. If you all don't know that, it wasn't until EA got their hands on BioWare, then Mass Effect went to the PlayStation. That is the truth. This happens all the time. That's why when they were confronted with the other games, well, you guys do this too. And Phil Spencer had to admit it. So it said Microsoft spent $7.5 billion to acquire ZeniMax Media. Again, Sony, remember, paid what, 3.6 for Bethesda, to the parent company of Elder Scrolls Fallout studio Bethesda Softworks. At the close of the deal, Microsoft promised Xbox PC exclusives, and it has so far shipped Redfall with Starfield set for a September 6th debut. Bethesda's upcoming Indiana Jones game is also an exclusive. So that was news as well. But again, this is owned by Microsoft now. They own the company. So this isn't news to me, but maybe it's news to you. So it says Spencer refused to confirm whether Elder Scrolls is an Xbox exclusive or not. He says, I think we've been a little unclear on what platforms it's launching on, given how far the game is out. I mean, given how far the game is, that Spencer, it's difficult for us to right now to nail down. So again, they're going to do the same thing. And again, this is fine. I don't have an issue with this stuff. So I don't expect Sony to buy a publisher and then publish games on Xbox. They're published on PC, yes. Steam and what's the other one they do? They have Steam, but they have Epic as well. It is what it is. Celebrate. Says every time we ship a game on PlayStation, Sony captures 30% of the revenue that we do on their platform, and then they use that money among other revenue that had to do things to try to reduce Xbox survival on the market, said Spencer. We try to compete, but as I said, over the last 20 years, we failed to do that effectively. So this is true. This number is true. That Sony pretty much is pimping them. So that was a good point made by Spencer. It says by buying up Bethesda and trying to acquire Activision Blizzard is Spencer argues a way to compete with Sony. This is what I thought they were going to say. Okay, this is their defense. This is survival for them. It says Microsoft sure is spending a lot of cash to compete out here, though. They propose that they're $68.7 billion. Yeah, so they're basically saying that they have to buy publishers and then yank those games because they got to survive. That's a brilliant move. Hey, look, we got to do this, right? It's like when black women said, we got to take welfare from the government. And again, as consumers, we have a right to either deal with it or not. So it's up to us in the end. So, oh, they canceled today. Okay, well, I certainly hope everything's okay. So, well, like I said, I'll be out of here by 11. I gotta go get my wig split. Then I'm gonna come home and golly, I'm playing that Forbidden West, and I guess they did something on Forbidden West, and this is a mild spoiler if you haven't gotten there. Once you start the end conquest, you can't go back and redo anything. So I'm stuck trying to take on something called a Thunderjaw. There's some kind of giant thing that looks like an elephant. It's in the same condensed area, and I got really nowhere to move. And these things are just kicking my butt. Like, that elephant thing knocked me across the damn screen. So, but you can't do this. You know, you cannot, when you start the end cycle, it's like with Mass Effect Andromeda. Once you start your end cycle, you can't go back. Or Mass Effect Order the Fleets to Earth. Once you order fleets to Earth, that's it. This is the way it's gonna play out, right? So, hey, now a lot of white women on welfare too. Yeah, oh no. I'm not saying that there's not. There's plenty. There are plenty. So, so maybe Sony wanted Bethesda exclusives because they knew Microsoft was gonna. Well, now we're assuming facts, not in evidence. The fact of the matter is that Microsoft bought the company because Starfield was supposed. So again, to me, the big news was that Microsoft has there have been Sony has had contracts in works, and then Microsoft busted up the deal. So that's what Sony has said. Microsoft admitted it in open court yesterday under oath in front of the government, in front of a federal judge. So that to me was huge. Now, I don't know how the judges are going to decide. So why didn't Microsoft outbid Sony for what? For what? So, for the games? Well, they did. They bought the friggin' company. So it's what did Bruce Wayne say to Kal-El at the end of Batman v Superman? You know, he said, "What about the bank?" And Bruce was like, "I bought the bank." So that's what Phil Spencer said. Hey, we bought the company. And again, it's not new. We got to remember, Bill Gates bought Bungie when Bungie was going to put Halo on Apple's computers. He bought the company and said, "No, you're not going to do it." So it is what it is. Not, all's fair in love and war, right? So, but yeah, we'll move on. Like I said, I love the fact that that the console war is officially over, according to Microsoft. I mean, I love it, And are you all glad that the console war is over? I mean, Microsoft's admitted it. We talked about this a few months ago, but look, they've admitted it in an open court, so it is what it is. So the DC EU is dead. Yeah, primarily because they tried to copy what Marvel was doing without copying what Marvel was doing. So to me, they should have just done individual movies, and then had a openly big threat. So I thought Steppenwolf was a big enough threat, but he was supposed to be like their version of Loki, to get the Justice League together. So so well, I mean, maybe they heard, I don't even know if Sony is going to testify. People were saying that Sony is supposed to testify either Monday or Tuesday. So if that's true, we'll find out. Maybe Sony has paperwork that they can present to say, look, yes, we had a deal in principle. Here are the signatures, So, we had a deal. We had a deal for Redfall. We had a deal for this, So, if Sony is being openly hostile to them, then why are we publishing MLB The Show, which is a Sony first-party game? It's being published on their platform. Okay, it is. That's reality. I've played MLB The Show. It pops up. You hear that Sony music that they have for their first party games, right? So you hear that, and it says a SIE production. So that's not being. If they're openly hostile, they would have said, "Well, we're just going to walk away from the MLB. We don't want the game." So, but we'll find out more stuff. Again, we'll find out more. So, when we don't know what the judges are going to do, that's the whole thing. But the fact that Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, said that Jim Ryan is next week. Okay, so we'll see because this means that they got Discovery, and if Jim Ryan wants to say that, we'll find out more next week. That's why I keep saying to people, yes, the F.T.C. is the government. They're going to have a strong case. They win most of the time, but they may not. We don't know what a judge and jury is going to do. So the console war will keep going on as long as there's fanboys. But again, the console war is over. But you can always say, hey, look, man, console war is over. Why are you still talking about this shit? So it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Let's see here. Yeah, they can confront him. I'm reading this. It says the exchange between Jim Ryan, and Chris Deering, former CEO of Sony Computer Entertainment, revealed that Sony's PlayStation chief didn't really think Call of Duty would go exclusive to Xbox and that PlayStation would be fine. Now, he's going to have to explain that. Now, here's the easiest way to explain it. Hey, look, we had a lot of people over in our studios. They were complaining and they were panicking over what this could mean for us. So I just simply told people they were going to be fine. That's what way I would answer that question, right? So, but that's me, right? We'll know. We're going to find out, we are going to find out. So, I'm trying to see, the F.T.C. doesn't seem to think Switch is as serious as the PlayStation and Xbox. Yeah, that was big. PlayStation Pro probability boosted by Microsoft's reveal of expected PlayStation 6. Yeah, if you didn't know this, that Sony has said if the deal does go through, that they would not share anything with Bethesda, because again, Sony did not give them a dev kit. They said, well, why isn't Minecraft on a PlayStation? Phil Spencer's answer was legit. Hey, Sony didn't give us a dev kit. So how could we develop for the console? See, in order for them to be able to get Call of Duty, they're going to have to give Microsoft dev kits if Microsoft gets Activision. And allegedly, they're not going to do that. Allegedly, that has come from Jim Ryan. So, but again, guys, we've talked about this almost. Are there any more questions on this? Okay. Are there any more questions? Because I'm going to move off of this because, again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just kind of reporting this because this is kind of the new. Remember, I made a promise to you all I was not going to talk about this unless there was some type of development on this. And so this has been a development. We're talking about it. So if there's any more questions, let me know. So Jenna Hayes said Destin may go bananas if the deal flops. Possibly. I don't know. I don't follow him. I do not follow him. So John Flores said the console war over, but some people are still fighting over it. Well, again, we've talked about those people, right? Those people will not let it go. So what am I getting from Best Buy today? Nothing. After I get my haircut today, I'm going to come home and play Forbidden West. I still got to finish that game. Y'all saw the look. I got 3 games that are, and I'm downloading Far Cry 6 right now. So I got a bunch of stuff to play, and I still have my Xbox. I'm gonna be playing Outer Worlds and a couple other games I think I downloaded on there I didn't know they had. So, yeah. I mean, I'm not physically going to buy anything for the Xbox. I bought the flight stick, but that game, I don't like playing that game on console. There's just, because you still have to use, it's like you have to fly and you have to use the pointer. I mean, this is just much better on a mouse. So, just with a mouse. So, yeah, the Titanic, yeah, that was sad. Those people went down there and died. That was horrible. That was horrible. So they have lawyers and shit on the case now. What does that even mean? What case? Like I said, next week's a big week. I think Google testifies. I think Sony testifies. Hold on, let me turn on my AC. It's like 75 degrees, but it's getting. All right, I'm back. I am back. Turn on the fan in the air. You don't know what is going on with this FTC. They are a government regulatory body that has brought a lawsuit against Microsoft. They got an injunction. They got a hearing. They're presenting evidence at the hearing. I don't know what else to say about it. So the hearing still lasts 3 or 4 more days. There we go. You know. So yeah, okay, they can say we want the deal blocked. Now they have to go in front of the magistrate and present their case. That's what they're doing right now. As I said, I don't know how the judge is going to decide, but them showing everyone that Microsoft is buying studios or buying publishers, and they're pulling things that were supposed to be multi-plat games off. They made a strong case, and yes, both Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond admitted that they have done it. So I mean, again, we'll have to just keep. It's not over yet. Not over yet. So, but no, I'm done with Best Buy for a while. You know, I do need to get some faster memory. But what I like about Best Buy is that it's right there. You know, I can just get it today versus Amazon. It may take me weeks or a day or 2 to get it. But yeah, again, that was news as well, but that was separate news. So any other questions about this? I'm moving off of this, and I'm going to talk about Final Fantasy XVI releasing, and you know, we have a poll up on, are people actually playing the game and enjoying the game? Right now, 81% say they're enjoying it. So did you buy Final Fantasy? And if you bought Final Fantasy 16, which I bought it, I showed my receipt. Okay, I showed my receipt at the beginning of the of the podcast, so everybody sees it. So, and said, they're in court to block the deal. It's a process. Yeah, they're in court to block the deal. Oh, Jim Ryan did private. Okay, no, that's fair. I didn't know that. Okay, fair enough. So apparently Jim Ryan testified, and the Google CEOs testified, and so that's fine. Oh, okay, that's fine. That was sealed testimony, which again will probably be unsealed later this year. All right, so we don't have to worry about it. So but Final Fantasy 16 is out. Apparently, it got a good score on Metacritic. First things first, what are you surprised at the Metacritic score, which right now I think is sitting at 88? I think it's sitting at 88. So do you all think that's a fair for all you guys, who Chocolate Thunder is going to go up in your butthole, all you fanboys? Is 88 a good score? Because I don't follow Metacritic. My Metacritic score is always 69. So, so I see Silver Grain bought Final Fantasy 16 plus Ultra bought Final Fantasy 16. So, and I've got Final Fantasy 16. So, do I need to show the receipt again? Let's show you all the receipt, as you kids would say. See, here's the receipt. Well, no, that was the wrong thing. I don't need screen capture. I need video device. And there it is, right there up on the screen, on the big screen there. Put that right there. So there it is. There is Final Fantasy 16, right there in all its glory, right there. And like I said, they gave me some swag, so I can't complain. I got some Final Fantasy 16 swag. So of course it's sitting. There's the CPU. There's the new GPU. That's a 3060. And then I got more memory, 500 gigabytes of SSD. So, and I'll be playing. That's for the gaming computer, and I'll be getting Windows 11 as well. Not unless somebody wants to send it to me now. And we're celebrating because Microsoft said they lost the console war in open court. So they've admitted to the United States that they lost the console war, and that now people can just move on off of it. I mean, I'm moving on. I mean, I can just tell you right now, I'm not really going to talk about it anymore. I will always send you to shout out to John Flores for subscribing 5 days ago. Appreciate you. I will always send links to like NX Gamer if you all want to look at games that are looking in how the game plays. Okay. First things first, I wanted to ask for all of you all playing Final Fantasy, what mode are you playing in? Okay. What mode are you playing in? Are you playing in the 30 FPS mode? Are you playing in the performance mode? What is the performance mode? I've seen some people, that character looks like Kanye West. Might kill Call of Duty for once and for the future, for all future. Again, I've talked about Call of Duty. I would go ahead and the Call of Duty games that you like, go ahead and buy them physically because Microsoft will have to support them physically, at least through this generation. And you just keep them. I mean, that's all I can really say. I've bought, I did buy a Call of Duty Cold War. Excuse me. But it was $48 at GameStop, and then it was only how much was it on it was during Sony was having some big sale, and it was only like $22 or something like that. So I bought that. So I bought that. That was cool. So you only question why Sports Illustrated gets to give a score. Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. I have no idea. But again, my score for it is a 69. So Alfonso Carter said he's playing in performance mode. Well, how's the game performing? Is it, I mean, I know they did an update on it. Is it stuttery, juddery, whatever term you want to use on it? See where Far Cry is. 9 minutes left for Far Cry 6. So Far Cry 6 is what this is. So how does the game play? Because we're talking about Final Fantasy. I've heard really good things about it. You know, how's the story so far? So you bought Call of Duty, was Black Ops. See, I don't think I ever played Black Ops. I think we used to call it Black Slop. So, but again, I personally, this is my opinion. Does Microsoft or does Sony need to look at getting the getting Battlefield, whatever, 5 or 6, whatever? That's just my opinion. Yeah. Put the likes up, people. What is 69? That is my score for all games, because people keep asking me about the games and what the, you know, what are what the Metacritic score is going to be, because the fanboys use Metacritic to console war on. So, and they'll tell you, you know, we're strictly doing this because we're console warring and we need something to console war. And that's what they'll say to you. This is why they don't want Sony putting games on PC, even though Sony has always put games on PC. You know, I don't like the direction that PlayStation is going in. I mean, that's what they sound like, you know, so. You never got hyped to run on them walls. Well, I heard that. So it has taken my internet, this game Far Cry 6 must be huge. It's taking a while to download this damn game. So, but again, are you playing on graphics mode? Which mode do you recommend? Okay? Which mode do you recommend? Because again, I'm not, dude, I gotta finish the Aloy game with the DLC. I gotta finish it. Okay? I gotta finish Aloy. Then I had to play, I was almost going, what was I about to say? I got Gran Turismo 7. Then I got that other Resident Evil 4. Yeah, Resident Evil 4. Okay, so, and then I'll play Final Fantasy 16. So I think I'll be into the fall by the time I get to Final Fantasy 16. So what do you all recommend? So the Call of Duty game in space, I enjoyed. I forgot which one that was. I enjoyed that Call of Duty game in space. I didn't like the fact that I was going to different planets and I didn't have any gravity issues, but I think overall the game itself I thought was just fun to play. But again, I like games that are in space. So Call of Duty in space, yeah. But yeah, so Final Fantasy 16, again, because I downloaded the demo, I never got to play it because it was during the week and I was very busy during the week. So, plus Ultra's got dad duties. I understand, man. I understand. You got other stuff to do, man. And here's the good thing about working during the week. Working during the week, you're off every weekend. Like I work in the medical field, so I never again, unless I want to, have to work on the weekends if I want. And, you know, again, okay, every holiday we get off. The office is closed. All right, the holiday falls on a Saturday, we get off on Friday. If it falls on a Sunday, we get off on Monday. That's the great news about working in an office environment. Now, here's the bad news. You don't have any days off during the week. And I do miss that, because I would work maybe Sunday, then not work again till Wednesday. You know, I would work Sunday, Thursday, Saturday. You know, I would always, and then I would work you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, stuff like that. That's kind of what I would do. So hold on, T here. We need what? My gamer tag to expose my rating game 69 and you ain't playing. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, my gamer tag is what is it? Hold on, because this is still downloading. Hold on, let me see if I can find it here. I've already, wait a minute. Where can I find my gamer tag? Let's see here. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. I've got two. So which one do you want to expose me on? Let's see here. That's right. I did play these games. Have you ever played Ride on the Edge? Let's see here. I don't have any platinums, thank God. I didn't have. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, 82%. That's my highest completion. I don't know how that works though with the completions though. Because with Madden, I've won the Super Bowl with Madden every year that I've played. It's Resident Evil 2. I got 19 bronze trophies and 2 silvers. Cyberpunk, I got a gold trophy. What did I get a gold trophy for? I got a trophy. Oh, I got the World. That's what it's called, the World. It says rare. 24.7% of players earned the World trophy. I got a gold trophy. So yeah, there we go. That's right, because the fanboys, they look at how many trophies you have as I don't know if that means that you play a lot of games. To me, that means you got too much time on your hands. I'll tell anybody that asks me to see my trophies to go ahead and eat a dick. I mean, how does this automatic response? So, but yeah, it's already out there. Hold on. But I got 2 of them. I do have 2 of them. So, all right. So a grand total, I've got 960. Hold on. I've got 1,135 trophies for PlayStation. That's grand total. So I don't know if that's a lot or not. So because I was playing, I mean, you get trophies for stuff you're supposed to do. I mean, that's what I don't understand. Like in The Last of Us, you get a trophy when it tells you to like update your gun or something like that. You got to go to the bench and they make your gun more powerful. They gave me one here. Let me see if I can find it here, because this is funny to me. I got a no matter what. That's a gold. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, wait a minute. I got a don't go. Hey, I got some gold trophies. No, I didn't get that one. I'm sorry. Hold on. Which ones did I get? I'm sorry. My bad. Geared up. Did I get that one? No, I didn't get that one. It's like whatever one you get, because I got a gold trophy for what? Hold on. Oh yeah, no matter what, I got a gold trophy. So that's like, I guess you complete the game. And you get a gold trophy for completing the game. It's like, well, you're supposed to complete the game, right? So it's like they give you trophies for stuff you're supposed to be doing. So yeah, so that's why I don't trace trophies. So can you watch the F.T.C. hearings somewhere live or recorded? There have been some people watching it. You might be able to pull up a recording today. You might be able to pull up a recording today. And but yeah. I think, didn't Persona already try to expose me for being that, and I ended up even which call was like, yeah, that's a good trophy score. So, but I forgot that was a long time ago. So, the days of play. Let's see, is it still going on? Save up to 70%. No. I guess you get more trophies unlocked in Forbidden West if you play Zero Dawn. I think somebody told me that, but I didn't go back and play Zero Dawn. Alfonso said he don't trophy hunt either. I mean, I can't trophy hunt because I don't have the time to do it. I'm not going to knock it, but I'd rather be outside or laying down or hooking up with my girl than trying to figure out how to get a trophy. Now, that's just me. Okay, that's just me. I look, as much as I like playing Mass Effect, I have never gotten all the trophies. And that is because in order for you to get all the trophies, you have to play it as a different class soldier. And I only play as a soldier. But there's like Vanguard, there's Adept, and what they did in the Legendary Edition, they said, well, these all what they used to do in the original Mass Effect games is that each base, each character, if you play, you couldn't do certain things. So the soldiers could carry more weapons. The Vanguards could really use the sniper rifle really well. But you know, the more I played, I'm like, wait a minute. Well, Garrus is the best sniper in on my team. I don't need to be a great sniper. I mean, it's not that I don't use the sniper rifle, but Garrus is a much better sniper rifle than me. But I've got Throwmaster, use biotic throw 25. Did I win that? No, that's locked. Okay. I've got honorary of corporate service. I got a silver. Let's see here. Distinguished service medal, complete Eden Prime, complete fair. So they give you trophies for stuff you're supposed to do. So, but only 4% of people on Mass Effect Legendary Edition, I don't know if this is for the whole PlayStation universe, but only 4% get platinums in 7 Elite. And now look, I have played this game and beat it on almost every system except PlayStation. So, but yeah, trash, sloppy, anybody who does that. So Far Cry 6 and Stranger Things says included with game catalog and your PlayStation Plus subscription. What the hell? So shout out to everybody who's playing the game though. So, but now that's just me, and everybody's different. If you think getting a bunch of trophies, and I think now Sony, if you get a certain amount of trophies, you can convert it into cash, right? So that's good. That means that you're actually doing this stuff. So all right then. So we will move on. We got the Final Fantasy thing. So let's talk about the Game Pass price increase. Again, me and King Thrash told you all this was going to happen, and it's happened. And I don't think for PC it went up. My understanding is for PC it did not go up. So it's going up $1. Woo! And then Game Pass Ultimate. See, if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you're already paying $15 a month, right? Now you're gonna be paying $17 a month. You say, I told you all. I told you people. So I told you all, and it is right here in black and white. And it did not go up on the PC master race because Microsoft is getting out of the console business. I don't know what else to say about this anymore. I'm sick and tired of being right all the time. Right? Sick and tired of being right all the time. So, let's see here. So, yeah, we'll just leave this up on the screen for you here. So holy cow! I mean, I didn't hear a lot of people talking about this. This Polygon has reached out to Microsoft, and there you can see the price increase. See, Ultimate Game Pass is gonna be $17 a month. Now, if you add that 17 to what? The other thing, the Ubisoft is already 17, 18, which is gonna go up probably. Now you're looking at this is for no ownership. Let's do the math here. Let's do 17. This is 17 plus 17. You're paying $34. I put $1,700. $34 a month, and you don't own jack shit. I mean, I really want you to think about that. You're paying damn near $40. You're paying almost $40, and you don't own anything. I'm telling you right now. When it's all said and done, Game Pass is going to cost you at least $39.99. At minimum, $39.99. You're up to $35. You're up to $35. Okay? So, and what did I say the end goal will be? To be about $35 a month, 39 to $40 a month. and you are going to feel it. Again, the PC Game Pass subscription price will remain unchanged because, and again, why is that? Well, because there's more PC subscribers to Game Pass than there are console subscribers to offset the price. And number two, very important here. Again, Microsoft getting out. Okay, Microsoft is getting out. So, and I'm done talking about, oh, well, you don't know. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Y'all just gonna have to get over it. And this is, we can go to the Wall Street Journal. Well, hell, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna join the Wall Street Journal. Hell with that. And kick rocks. So, again, so it's happening. Microsoft will raise wow, hold on. Microsoft will raise the price of the Series X. Holy cow, beginning August 1st. So I'm not going to, hold on, I'm going to trade mine in at the beginning of August. Wow, I did not know that. Wow. It's in the UK, Canada, and Australia. So I will trade mine in because it's going to be worth more. The price increases mean a Series X will cost $479 with a giant L. It's got an L in front of it. So $549.99 in certain European markets. And wow, $800 in Australia. Are you all prepared to pay for this in Australia? Are you ready to get your cheeks busted by Chocolate Thunder? So, and again, I get it. Look, my PC stuff that I have, okay, again, everything that you see sitting over here besides a video game, right now costs about, altogether now, about $500, give or take. You know, give or take. It just says that Microsoft getting out, but Chocolate Thunder ain't getting out. Yeah, I mean, Microsoft is leaving the sale. They getting tired of Chocolate Thunder telling them, you know, you're a good looking man, you know. I mean, they was like, you know, what the fuck does that mean, man? I mean, that's what they did, right? You know. Microsoft did, you know. What does that mean, man? You know, what are you talking about? Oh my goodness. So this a massively bad week for Xbox. You know, admitting they lost the console war. I mean, we all knew they did, but they went in front of a federal body and said, we lost. So yeah, it's not free. Ain't nothing free. You paying $35 a month. You know, wow. I mean, that's if you, let me make this clear. That's if you have the Ubisoft thing, which I want to make clear. When I saw all the games Ubi had on there, I'm like, well, you know what? I may try this. You know, because that's what I was saying. I'm like, you know, I may try it because I'm getting rid of my Xbox. And I may go ahead and activate that today just to see. Because they do have some stuff on there, like old school stuff that I really enjoyed on 360. Like, I would just love to go back and play it again. But god damn, man. The Game Pass prior, GP Ultimate prior was $180 a year. Really? So, well, again, no. I mean, I think Microsoft will be fine. It's not, people need to understand, we're talking about Xbox, okay? Xbox is going up in price again. I'm tripping off of this crap. You know, I love it because I'm always right. You know, I told you all about the PlayStation 5, the next PlayStation. And now, you know, I guess it's cool. Shout out to Rig Gaming Tech. He talks, you know, he talking about it now. So I guess it's okay now. PlayStation saying that Microsoft is not going to get dev kit to the PS6, which means they're going to make a PlayStation 6. So, the other big news again that came out that really floored me was that Microsoft, it pretty much saying through Digital Foundry that the X is a mid-gen refresh console. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, people keep saying Microsoft needs to get out of the thing. That's what they're doing. It's just that if they win, and I'm not, because we don't know what the judges are going to do, right? How is it going to affect you? it won't affect me in a sense that I will have, again, once my PC gets updated and I get Windows 11, I'll have Game Pass for Windows 11. You know, I don't use Steam because I still don't understand how to do it. But oh, what's the other one? And also a game that looks great on my PC that I thought I still had and I guess I didn't was it's off the Epic Game Store, was the Lara Croft game, the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That game looks fan-friggin-tastic. So that game looks fantastic. So hold on. Next week he has to play it for members only because someone was doing this to shut down his channel. Shut down whose channel are you talking about? Whose channel's getting shut down? Seriously, what do you mean somebody's gonna shut down? Whose channel are you talking about? No. This has gotten juicy. Is Chocolate Thunder out here threatening to shut down channels? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh man. A price hike on a rental service ain't doing nothing for service growth. Well, again, they have to offset what they're not getting. Remember, they underperformed on that number, so you can expect a price hike. This is basic capitalism, okay? Capitalism. So, but no, who got to do something? I missed that. Hold on, let me see if I can catch up. Let's see here. Who is this? Who we talking about? Is Chocolate Thunder threatening somebody? He got double life. Let's see here. Xbox is being exposed. Well, yeah, but is it enough? I mean, we don't know what the judges are going to decide, right? We'll find out soon. Y'all don't have to worry about that. I'm trying to figure out. Y'all put that in the chat, and then you all won't say who it is. Who's? Are you saying somebody got to do something because they're what are you talking about? I mean, I thought I saw it, but then I lost it. It says next week he has to play. Who are you talking about? He has to play it for his members only because someone was doing this to shut down. All right, who are you talking about? Somebody who shut down channels. Is it Chocolate Thunder? He out here shutting down channels? Oh my goodness, somebody get oh my God. Y'all done made Chocolate Thunder, man. So, oh man. Got Paul. I don't know who's shutting down channels, man. So, I mean, I thought I had it. It says Plus Ultra says at V'ger, but next week he has to play it for members only because someone was doing this to shut down his channel. I mean, who? What? Play what? And who has got their channel to start to be shut down? Oh man. Oh man, y'all can't leave me hanging like this. Somebody's threatening to shut down JTech's channel? Why? The Chocolate Thunder is a YouTube administrator. How he got double life? Yeah, I don't know. He worked for YouTube now. So wait a minute. What game does JTech have to play for his members so that Chocolate Thunder don't shut him down? I mean, seriously. I mean, is that real? Are y'all just making stuff up? Somebody gonna shut JTech's channel down because of what? You know? I don't understand it. I mean, y'all are silly at this point. Oh man, that gave me a good laugh though. I mean, you can imagine that conversation's like, you gotta play this game. And he's like, hey, what you talking about? That's terrible. Oh man. All right. Plus Ultra. All right, here's your explanation. JTech TV has to play that's the trail. That's what that says for members because someone trying to shut down his channel in the middle of trial. He would say it was, I don't know how to pronounce that. Whatever his name is. I don't know. He was live streaming it. Oh, so I guess you can live stream it. Yeah, that's what I was listening to yesterday at work. Somebody was reporting on JTech. I think that info is redacted. So you're saying that Chocolate Thunder got mad and that he's looking at it like somebody reported him to who? That's what I'm trying to say. That's a public hearing. You can play public hearings. Okay, you may have to not monetize your channel. So somebody, all right. So let me get this straight. JTech was playing the trial, the court, the trial, the whatever you want to call it, the hearing, and then somebody reported him, but reported him for what? I mean, what exactly did they do it for? Somebody, what's up, Grudia? Somebody was report. Oh my God, hold on, JTech. Is somebody? He got. Oh my God, this is crazy, man. What are you all doing out here? You know, I get a brand new position. I can't watch the kids I can't watch you kids all the time. And now y'all are getting reported. He was like, you don't understand. I ain't never getting out. Ooh, hold on. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my God, he getting double life. Yeah, he getting reported to the feds, man. That's terrible. But again, oh man, I mean, I don't understand it. I mean, just I don't get it. Oh man. But there's no console war. It is over with. Microsoft said they lost the console war. Oh my, man. Y'all are funny, man. So, well, now let's not say he's doing it without no proof that he's doing it. I'm not. Oh my goodness. I'm telling, man, y'all are horrible. I mean, y'all should not be doing that. Oh man. So now got people getting reported. So, but I don't understand that. You know, I don't. Oh man. Oh man, hold on. Let me see if I can find it here. Hold on now. Oh man, let's see if we can get him up here again. We can find it. We got to get to that right part there. Oh man, so this is what's happening to him. Let's go ahead and get him up on the screen here. Let's see if I can turn the speakers on. All right, so let's see here. Let me take this down to save some room. And all right, here we go. Here. Go to screen capture. And yeah. Oh my God. Hold on here. Hold on.
I'm taking a poop, man. And he's telling me, man, you sure are a pretty high yellow man. I'm like, what? So I handle my paperwork, you know what I'm saying? I handle my paperwork, man. Wash my hands. I'm like, man, what the fuck does that mean, man? He said, man, you're just a pretty high yellow man. You're the closest thing to a woman I'm ever gonna see, man, because I got double life. I'm like, man, you tripping, man. I ain't gay, homie. He said, man, check this out, man. I'm about to go up in your butthole, homie, because you got it already.
So they didn't told J Tech that they gonna they going up in him. Oh God. I mean, it ain't funny, but I'm just kind of laughing at somebody's like, check this out, man. Oh man. Oh, hold on. Oh, uh, he was probably looking like, hey, you know, you you got to do something about this stream, man. I mean, and J Tech was like, he was probably like, what the fuck you talking about, man? Oh God. Oh man, that is bad. I mean, if somebody's actually doing that, it is bad. So, but these people ain't got no lives because they got double life. And this is what happens when you Oh man, that is crazy, man. Saying that he gonna have to stream it for members only because they gonna give him double life. So man, all right, let's get back to it though. Okay, so let me ask you all, now that the console war is over, do you all think that these console warriors will shut their damn mouths? And so you won't judge him on looks. Who are you talking about? Oh man. I mean, again, it should be publicly accessible so that you all can hear it because it's a public trial. This is the government. That's hilarious. I mean, that's all I can say. That is freaking hilarious. So, oh man. So, wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, listen. So, that is hilarious, man. And Garuda, man, that's Chocolate Thunder got double life. He ain't getting out. Now you got people up here pretty much being told, like, man, check this out, man. And again, you leave for a little bit and people go ham. So Xbox now say it's a content war, not a console war. Yeah, well, PlayStation got more content. So again, let me make this clear. Remember, we told you that. We specifically said as soon as Microsoft released games, they would change. These guys would change. That's why I said they're the biggest hypocrites on planet Earth. I don't know why y'all listen to them. Okay, I'm still sub to a couple of Xbox guys, but for the most part, I don't respond to anything that they say. Okay, it's just they scrubs at this point. I have an Xbox. I can tell you, for if you want to know about it, it's a subscription-based service device, and they're getting out of the hardware war. They did their mid-gen refresh. Sony is either going to do a PS6 or a Pro. I mean, I got told to call it the next PlayStation. That's all I got told to call it. Either you want to just call it next PlayStation, don't call it a Pro, because they haven't really decided to go and hardcore to production yet. So Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's always been about, well, you all have stuff that we don't have. And that's come to fruition now. Now that they have stuff coming out, granted, not a lot of gameplay, but now that they have stuff coming out and now they can say this is only going to be on our console, that's what they've always wanted to say. Okay? They've always wanted to say that. I mean, we've already played Indiana Jones, okay? It's called Uncharted. That's Indiana Jones. Okay? That's what it is. Did you see the Uncharted movie? Again, it's Indiana Jones. It's young Indiana Jones. So you have your Indiana Jones. I mean, but the one that hurt them the most, and I've said this multiple times, the one that hurt them the most was the Spider-Man. Even though Sean Layton came out and specifically said it was going to be exclusive. And these guys didn't listen to him. The Detroit Become Human stuff, somebody just emailed me about that. David Cage went to Microsoft first with Heavy Rain and offered it to him. And Microsoft said it's too adult oriented. We don't want it. Okay, so David Cage took it to Sony and Sony took it and they turned that relationship and they said, we want 2 more games from you. You know, because Sony was like, yeah, this is good. We like this. It was narrative based. They liked the writing. My opinion is that Sony made a mistake not buying them. That's just my opinion. Just like I said that Microsoft made a mistake not buying BioWare. Yeah, that's my opinion. All right. So, you know, I'm not attacking Microsoft. I mean, do what you got to do, baby. But, you know, these were mistakes. That studio David Cage had, that should be a Sony first party studio at this point. But this is my opinion. I really want to preface this by saying, and shout out to the late great Optimus Code, this is my opinion. What say you? You're a consumer. Okay? I'm not going to lie to you about what the Xbox has. Are there games on there that I like? Yeah, I like Outer Worlds. I played it on PC. I like it on the Xbox. I'm good with it, okay? With that said, is it enough to keep me in the Xbox ecosystem? No. I mean, I can't even listen to my damn headset on the Xbox because I don't know how to set it up because it's retarded, okay? Or maybe I'm retarded, okay? So, but again, with the PlayStation, you slide that baby on in there and it immediately takes you to your home screen where it lets you set it up, right? That's the PlayStation. So Microsoft used to do that. They used to do that. And now it's like, oh no, you got to do this. You got to download this app. It's like, why? Why do I have to do this? Why can't I just plug and play? Plug and play like I've been doing on PC since 1989. And it's frustrating. It is frustrating. You have to use a damn app to set up your Xbox. It's just there. I'm like, what is this? You know, so it's crazy. It's not buying from software. If it was offered, yeah. David Cage had too many allegations, though. No, I'm talking about when Heavy Rain came out. When Heavy Rain came out, Sony should have made that offer. Because again, I played that other one. Was it Beyond Two Worlds? I thought that game was straight up garbage. Like garbage. I couldn't stand it, right? But Detroit Become Human, I thought that's one of the best experiences. And maybe it's because I'm a minority in the United States. That was a great experience. I mean, the robot helping that dude was black. As soon as he came in the house, all that stuff happened. And, you know, they blamed the black guy. He got killed by the cops. He then put himself back together. Remember, you had to crawl through that robot graveyard and put yourself together. And then he starts up a friggin' revolution, you know? So, and again, I finished the game by defeating the robots, you know, but I still don't know what happened to that Kara chick after we left the house. Like, we left this house where this crazy person was at, and I never saw him again. So I don't know what happened. Maybe that dude was like, man, check this out, man. You know, I don't know. So PlayStation did buy Evo as maybe, what now? But PlayStation did buy Evo. Yeah, well, it makes sense. Yeah. And you all saw Warner Brothers stuff is going to go up for sale next week. Again, something else I told you was going to happen. Now, I think Sony is in, Zubitech even talked about this. Sony, I think, wants to buy the music. Okay, they want Warner Brothers music. I don't blame them, right? Warner Brothers music, huge. Sony adds that to its music collection, they'll be one of the biggest groups. I mean, and you got to understand that money that Sony has for acquisitions, it's for the whole of Sony. It's not just for PlayStation. Got to remember that. Okay, must remember that. So, but yeah, David Cage, that was again, it was a mistake. I mean, it's not, you don't get everything, right? BioWare would have been a great buy. Again, you got to remember, Microsoft published the first Mass Effect game. Microsoft had Jade Empire on their console only. So to me, and then BioWare wanted Microsoft to buy. Microsoft said no. That's why EA came in there and got them. So EA got them. So yeah, the music, yeah. Yeah, Warner Brother Publishing, yeah. Yeah, again, yeah, and Sony is one of the entities that wants them. Apple wants it, okay? You gotta remember, Apple bought Beats by Dre. This is why Dr. Dre is a billionaire. Okay, that's why, because he created, again, remember, what's the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire? Billionaires invent stuff. Anybody can make $1 million, okay? So, but a billionaire will actually invent stuff. So, somebody says stripping for members only. Hey, look, I'm not, the thing that cracks me up, and I'm going to leave this here. I heard multiple people in the PlayStation community saying that they don't care about what the FTC and Microsoft do. They're over it. Okay, fine. Then why are you watching it? You see what I'm saying? That's just my opinion, right? So 500, $500 million for their music library. I mean, yeah, like I said, Warner is selling a lot of its IP. They're going to sell their game studios, and I've always said, I do agree with Lono, that's Reforged Gaming, when he talked about Sony buying Ubisoft. I didn't see it, but when he broke it down for it, brother, I'm like, oh, you know what? It actually does make sense. I still think, and this is just my opinion, you have your own, that's perfectly fine. My opinion is that Sony should buy Warner Brothers, the gaming division. People keep saying, they don't have no light. They would get that too. They're not going to buy that and then not get their licenses. You know, Harry Potter, I keep saying it, I'm sorry. Hogwarts sold extremely well on PlayStation. So the Batman games sell much better. And then you just take those games and say, yeah, these are going to be exclusive games. And then Warner Brothers or Rocksteady, whatever you want to have, Rocksteady, hey, you know, Rocksteady just, you know, they become like, you get Batman, you get all those villains. And if you want to make a only online game like they did for that trash ass 30 FPS game they did, okay, fine. Gotham Knights, whatever it was called. So, of course, I don't know how you make a game about Gotham without Batman, but they did it. And I'm going to play Arkham Asylum as well. I think somebody said that's the first game I need to play. So Sony is most eligible because they are not an American company, you've heard. Again, you need to understand Warner Brothers music library is gigantic. And Sony has a massive one. Sony owns, you know, they own Columbia. Columbia is the music publishing house. Y'all know that, right? I mean, this is why I say, you know, I don't think these people are Sony fanboys. They're more PlayStation fanboys. I like Sony overall as a whole. I have stock in the company, not only because of PlayStation. So when I heard they were going to spend more money on acquisitions, the stock went up. Why? Because it means that the company's healthy. That makes me happy because I have stock in the company. I have their PlayStation. I've got a Sony TV just sitting over there. Okay, I am zeroing in on the C2. This $740, and I'm thinking about getting it in a couple of weeks. But it can. Well, if Sony can buy DC, you want Spider-Man, Batman game. Again, they would be buying. They would buy Warner Brothers, and they would own that stuff. So, but at no point is Spider-Man going to cross over with Batman. So it's just not. So. He said Sony should buy all of Warner Brothers to get the studios and the IPs, including DC. Well, okay, fine. I mean, again, to me, that makes more sense than buying friggin' Capcom or buying From Software that only makes, what, 2 games? I mean, so and they can't buy From Software. So they've already bought into From, though, right? So you're saying that now, if you want to say to me, should Sony increase their capital into From Software? Is that what you're going to say? I'd agree. Because they're doing it with Epic. It wouldn't shock me if one morning I woke up and Sony has bought Epic and runs the Unreal 5 engine. So, but now this is my opinion. Let me make this clear. It is perfectly fine if you think that it's not a good deal. It's not a good buy. To me, it is. To me, it's the best get you can get. But that's just my opinion. Shout out to Lono. He thought Ubisoft made more sense, and then he made his case. Well, actually, it makes good sense too, because it would give Sony some live service games. It would give Sony 2 games, Beyond Good and Evil. Is that what it's called? It would allow that to. Let me just falling apart over here before we get out of here. It would be fine too. Sony has strong relations with Cap and Square. Yeah, now I personally, let me preference this by saying this is my opinion. I think they've already bought Square. They just haven't announced it yet. So, the Spider-Man doesn't make sense to fight Batman, not in the same. Yeah, I agree, Scott. I think it'll be silly. But if you want to say it'll be a game, okay, it makes sense as a game. But yeah, I thought the movie Batman v Superman was stupid because I'm like, why are they fighting each other? This is stupid, But again, they at least in the extended version, they did have more scenes that show how Bruce Wayne was scared to death of Superman, and it was, they are going, and I think J.J. Abrams. My goodness gracious, I think James Gunn, in charge of DC, he is going to do Superman Legacy. I think if he gets Legacy correct, I think they do fine. I think they can bring it back to where it's respectable. It was respectable after Man of Steel. Man of Steel is a masterpiece. Great movie. I thought the very beginning of Batman v Superman was really good. Okay. It's like, can you imagine going to work and then seeing what they were seeing? Okay. I thought that was fantastic. Okay. But the story was trash. Like, oh, it was so bad, so, but they paid for it. The DC has paid for it. So I almost said Abrams. I know I meant James Gunn. At least Batman and Superman are the same. Oh yeah, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, they were all the same. Yeah, the Flash. Even that Flash movie is actually a good movie. But Ezra Miller is on some moist ass shit. So breaking into people's houses and stuff. So you did not just say Sony buying Epic. I said, yeah, they've invested over what, $400 million into Epic. So it wouldn't shock me because they want, and even Hip Hop Gamer said this, Sony wants enough stock in Epic where they get money off of that Unreal 5 engine. Right now they don't, but they keep on increasing their capital into the company. They get more shares, and the more shares they get, the more control they get. They want enough control where they can say, when the Unreal 5 engine goes out for licensing, for a license fee, they want a slice of that. So again, this is just my opinion. People are like, well, what do you think Sony should buy? I'm like, in order, I would buy Warner Brothers, Square Enix, and then Ubisoft. That's just my opinion though. I mean, some people think that they should go ahead and get CD Projekt Red. Why? I mean, seriously, why? Yes, over time. What's up, Lincoln? Like, we did talk about Mass Effect. Of course we did. So yeah. But again, guys, like I said, I'm about to go get my hair cut. We're now in what's the name of we'll call it Q&A time. And go ahead and bring your Q&A questions. You do not have to donate any money at all. You keep your money, okay? The fall's coming up. Put that stuff in layaway. Get that new GPU. I'm telling you, GPUs have come down in price. I bought an NVIDIA GPU. So I mean, of all people, and I'm an AMD fanboy, right? I bought NVIDIA's GPU. So, because I want to do the DLSS or the DSLL, whatever it is, I'm going to do that. So, and that way I'll be playing games and it'll look fantastic. So, so yeah, I did that. I still got my Ryzen CPU, however. So, but yeah, it's cheap. I'm getting bald. I mean, good grief. I get my hair cut every 2 weeks. So, yeah. And my normal person, Lexi, isn't there. So I'm going into somebody else's chair today. Bald hashtag 50. Yeah. Yeah, I've had my head bald for over 20 years. I think I first cut my hair bald in 95 maybe. It's been a while. So that's what kind of haircut I'm getting. That's a good question. So Abrams is a hack. I like Abrams. I mean, again, I like him. He's not a Spielberg. He's not Christopher Nolan. But the Star Treks he did weren't bad. That first Star Trek that he redid, that was actually good. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I thought the second one, you could tell where he leads because he went to go direct Star Wars. And I thought the 2 Star Wars movies he did were really good. So that's just my opinion. Maybe it has better software right now for sure. Not the 6, well, arguably the 7000 GPU series is almost as good, if not better, than the 3 and 4000. But the 4000s are coming down. So right now, 81% of you are enjoying Final Fantasy 16 and 18% of you are not. Cool. Okay. Okay. Abrams has his moments. Yeah, like I said, the Force Unleashed, the Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker. Those are good movies. The first Star Trek movie he did with the remake, good movie. Sub-Zero still. What is So yeah, I will be game casting later today. Probably Mass Effect. So the DLSS is much better than FSR, though. Yeah, that is true. I mean, that's you're 100% accurate on that. No lie was told there. There's FSR is I don't think it's gonna get good till next generation. So with RDNA 3, I would look for that. Yeah, DLSS. I mean, you could play something at 1080p and it looked fantastic. So it is that's why I got the 3060. So that's why. I mean, plus it was only $300 and the 6800 was tree fitted. Now you are going to say, well, what's the difference in the three? I mean, that's $50. Well, you know, I didn't strip and stunt for super chat money. So what am I going to play? Final Fantasy 16. It's going to be a while because I'm still playing. I'm doing the Aloy thing right now, and that comes with DLC. So that has to be done. And I could finish Aloy today. But again, I will be streaming Mass Effect about 4 p.m. Eastern time. AMD FSR is getting good. Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with it. But man, oh man, I'm excited to play the Tomb Raider game again with the DS deep learning super sampling. But yeah, it's not the AMD stuff. It's getting better, but that's not right now. Yeah, DLSS is just right now. It's running circles around it. With that said, it is getting better. What are my closing words about the F.T.C. Microsoft case? I mean, I'm not following it a ton. At the end of the day, we just don't know what the judges are going to do. I thought the government, which is the F.T.C., brought a strong case to block that deal. However, and again, we don't know what Jim Ryan said. Like y'all informed me, Jim Ryan testified. It's sealed. So will we get to see what he said? I mean, I don't know, right? They can unseal the documents, maybe. But we're going to find out. I think a lot more happens Monday than people think. So I think it can move. I think Nintendo is going to hit hard with the video with their net. Yeah, if it's yeah, it will. It'll be a graphics monster. Well, you saw what this came out. That what's it called? That ROG or whatever it is. That thing is nice. So Nintendo, I can't say they have to outdo that, but it has to be in that ballpark on performance. And that thing is playing PlayStation. You have to remember it has mirror imaging, right? And you can just sit there and mirror image everything over to your TV, over to your monitor. That's what they say you can do. You can hook up with the Bluetooth and play the game like that. This mirror image. I know people who game like that. That's how a lot of people game on laptops. Y'all got to understand, it allows you to mirror image everything over to your TV. Yeah, the Asus ROG. Yeah, and Asus makes good stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna get a new motherboard. It may be an Asus motherboard. That's the first motherboard I ever had. Was an Asus motherboard. Right now, I switched to the MSI, but that 5500 motherboard is looking rather scrumptious right now. So, as a matter of fact, let me see how much it is. Let's see here. I don't want it to be an ATX motherboard, but yeah, right now it's $100, and I can get one for $109. Basically, I can get it for $100. So, and this is the let's see here. I don't want it to be an ATX though, so let's change that. I know it's going to cost more money. No, here it is. I may buy this one with the Tomahawk on it. It's $170 though. So, here's one that's $149. Here's one that's $129. Ooh, that's an Asus one. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah, it's $129. It'll be here tomorrow if I buy it today. So now they do have these at Best Buy. They have them at Best Buy as well, but I'm not gonna go to Best Buy today. You love to build a PC, but you break your bank before constantly upgrading. Well, again, you have to decide where you want to play at. Meaning, do you want to play everything at this, and this, and then you go from there. That's how you build them. I'm a 1440p guy, 2K. I don't need 4K, so give me the 2K. So the computer I'm putting together right now is a 2K build, and with the motherboard added, that's $450 plus the CPU. Looking at $510 with memory, another $40. $550, and then you just need the how you're gonna power it and get a 750 watt power unit for about not that much really. So it's not gonna break the bank, but I understand everybody got a different budget. You know, everybody's got a different budget, so and that's fine. So look at them here. All right, you can get one for here's one for $89.99. So call that $90. So again, you're looking at roughly $600, and then you have to buy a monitor. So now you're looking at about $900 out the door. Ooh, here's one. Now here's the one I like, and I just like it because it changes colors. So and it's got a little lion on the front of it. Oh hell, I got to bounce. So guys, I need to get over here. It's gonna take me about 5 to 10 minutes to walk over there. So you all have a good one. Just remember, you're looking at about $900 for a code build. So but yeah, there we go. But guys, I appreciate you. I will talk to you later. Check out my Mass Effect stream on Twitch.